7 days till we legally run out of money, and we are still in negotiations for this year's spending bill. Welcome back to Radically Rational Radio. In this episode, we're going to show you what McCarthy's trying to do. Let's jump into it.
Negotiators meeting at the White House once again today to try and reach a deal to raise the debt limit. But there's still no deal, and time is running out. The deadline is a week from tomorrow. The biggest sticking point remains spending, with Republicans demanding cuts. So far, the White House standing firm on their spending plan tonight.
It is not my fault that the Democrats cannot give up on their spending. And you would think, if you have the most revenue in the history of coming in, but when the Democrats were in power, they spent the most money. So we have the most expenses going out, the expenditures. It's not a revenue problem, it's a spending problem.
They put forward an extreme package of devastating cuts that would slash support for education, law enforcement, food assistance. The list goes on and on and on and on.
Lawmakers plan to go home for the Memorial Day weekend, but House Speaker McCarthy has told his members they need to be able to get back to the Capitol within 24 hours.
I feel like I live in a clown world sometimes. This is not about left or right. McCarthy is being incredibly reasonable. We need an adult in the room. We need a person who can say that we can't just spend more because we want to. This is the time where we have to take a masculine approach. And by that I mean sometimes you just have to suck it up and deal with the pain. You can't just do what makes you feel good. That is not the acceptable route to move forward. And let's make it very clear. McCarthy 90 days ago said, I have no problem raising the debt ceiling. That is not a problem. We are not raising the debt ceiling and spending more and taking more of our American people's money. So if you want to raise the debt ceiling, we will not spend more and we will not tax more. How anyone can be against this is beyond me, unless you're listening to... Unfortunately, I think the Democrats really think this is a left versus right battle and they just have to be the winners. Yes, if you make no budget increases, then everything technically gets cut. The Democrats are talking about what it would be if they got their way. And more importantly, aren't you happy everything is getting cut? That implies that it's going to be more even and fair. If we had to cut this much and only do it in one or two sectors, obviously I would pick the Pentagon exclusively. However, it's never going to happen. So if we're going to slow down our spending, we do it across the board. And I don't know why it is always framed like the actual budget of money that we're going to give them is going to be reduced. No. They're reducing labor budgets. They're reducing budgets on office space, on materials. They're merely taking away the government's total budget to do these activities. They're not taking away from the funds that they actually give to people. Do not believe those lies. I hope you learned something. I'm Tristan with Radically Rational Radio. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Stay resilient.